Hope everyone's having a really great week and getting ready for the weekend because we're so close. It's Thursday afternoon and Thursday afternoon is Create with Tracy. So if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you clicked play. My name's Tracy.bish. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia, and I go live every Thursday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon and again on Sunday at 8:30 in the morning. So we do a challenge on the Sunday and we're just creating today on Thursdays. So as you pop on, please pop on and say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. If you haven't hit subscribe, you could do that as well because that's always good for my channel. And I really do appreciate everyone who supports both my team and my channel here. This week's card is going to be the customer appreciation card for the month of March. So anyone who places an order this month using the host code will get both the handmade card that we're going to make today as well as the bundle tutorial. Now I don't have the bundle tutorial to show you yet. Hopefully I'll have that either tomorrow or early next week, so I should be able to show you on next Thursday. All right. So big news this week's just come out that Stampin' Up! Are doing a new colour refresh for the new annual catalogue that will be out in May. Is that right? Yeah, May. So that's super exciting. As a demonstrator, we can actually see the new catalogue at the end of this month and then order next month. So that's really exciting. Hi Glenda, hi Deborah, hi Marion. Welcome everyone. I'm so glad that you're here. So most of you might already know with the colour refresh coming out in the new annual catalogue, we will be losing some of our colour family colours, which will be replaced with other colours, which is always exciting to see what comes in and what's leaving. Hopefully they leave all our good colours right where they are and we don't lose any of those. Stampin' Up! Has let us know that there are 2 returning colours that we already know about. So I'm going to show you those. The 2 are Lost Lagoon, which is this blue here, as well as Pretty Peacock, which is a bluey green colour. So I grabbed them out of my cupboard. I still have them. There's not much that I get rid of. So I'm really excited for the Pretty Peacock. I think this colour is so pretty. I loved it when it was in. I'm not overly keen with the Lost Lagoon. I think it's a bit more of a dirty blue. But actually when you're popping those 2 colours together, they go together so well. So I think that's exciting. I really love that idea. So we will know as demonstrators at the end of this month what the new colours are. So if you're not a demonstrator and you cannot wait till the annual catalogue comes out, you can certainly join and purchase the starter kit. That way you'll get to see all the new products at the end of this month. So 30th of March, we'll get to see the new annual catalogue. Hi Sue, how are you? Alrighty, so yeah, that's big news just released today. We did know these 2 colours were returning, but we weren't sure how it was coming, whether there was going to be a colour refresh or these were coming back as in colours, which I don't believe. I've been a demonstrator for 10 years and I don't believe any colour has come back as an in colour. Usually those in colours come back as in the colour family. So yeah, I thought that was the case, but I wouldn't have said that out loud just because I could have been wrong. But yeah, super exciting. So can't wait to see all the new colour families, the new additions and what we're losing. But yeah, super exciting. So I do have a few different announcements for you to show you in just a second. But I think we can have a little bit of a chat before we get going with it. How's everyone's week been? Have you been busy or have you had a nice quiet week? We've been busy and quiet. It's a little bit of a mixture the whole way through. We have been still doing our bike riding 3 times a week, so that's been exciting. I'm excited that I'm sticking with it. Usually we do it for a few weeks and then we give it a miss. We have all sorts of excuses, but my husband and I have been making each other go. So if one sort of doesn't want to go, we just make the other one go. So that's working, working actually quite well. We are going to the Avalon Air Show on Sunday. So quickly for you all, on Sunday at 8:30 I will have a video come up. It won't be live because we'll be down at the air show, but there is a challenge ready to go with a video, so you can come over at 8:30 on Sunday and watch that. It'll be there for you. Marion's been busy colouring the bunnies for Easter. Yeah, so many cards, Marion. That is an enormous effort. You've done really well. And that Easter bunny stamp set is actually, I've been using it because I've got a few projects coming up using that bundle. So it's a really good whole bundle. I love it. And it teams well with the Celebration stamp set, Thanks a Bunch. So if you have that, you can actually pair the two together and that works really well, which I know that's what Marianne's done. Deborah's been busy doing Helen Godden's bomb. Oh, I don't know what that is. You might have to tell us, Deborah, what that means. The air show is just down the road for you. Really, Sue? Are you going? We've gone quite a bit. My husband's ex-Air Force. It's been part of our family the whole time. He was Army as well, but military has been his thing. So we love going to any military things. So I'm excited. Actually, our daughter purchased the tickets for my husband and myself for my husband's birthday in February. So that was, they're coming as well. My daughter and her boyfriend are coming as well. So it's going to be a great weekend. We're actually staying in a little farmhouse Airbnb, and we're going down early on Sunday afternoon. So we're going to be there nice and early. That way we can sort of get home a little bit earlier as well. Marion said that the stamp set Easter Bunny was great. Yes. No way too noisy. Oh, really? I missed the jets flying over. Like I said, ex-Air Force wife, we were used to it. So, and living in the country, Victoria, we don't hear it anymore. So it's going to be great. Oh, block of the month, I'm painting fabric. Oh, okay. Well, that's exciting. So what does that make, Deborah? Are you making like a quilt? I am not a sewer at all, so I have no idea any of that going on. Anything to do with sewing, I have no idea. That's why I really love Stampin' Up and their stitched dies, because, you know, that gets me out of trouble. I don't need to sew. You can see them fly over. Yeah, fair enough. I suppose if you lived close, you wouldn't need to go and see it all. But, you know, if you go to the show, you can actually go through the planes and aircrafts and all the other displays that they've got, which is, yeah, it's really good. I really enjoy it. It's going to be a wall hanging. Oh, awesome. Well, you'll have to post a picture and show us once you've done. That'd be really good to see. All right. No, I think I've probably chatted enough for you guys. You probably want to get into it. You are here to see crafting and all. I'm going to pop the camera down. We're going to go through a few quick mentions, and then we're going to get crafting with March's customer appreciation card, which is what we're creating today. All right, so give me a sec. Oh, you will. Excellent. Give me a sec. I'm just going to move the camera around. And I'm going to turn these lights off. There we go. Alrighty. So I'm actually on my newer phone, and no, that's gonna, I cannot get the lighting perfect. I've got studio lights and all they do is flicker. So we're gonna just ignore all the lights and hopefully it's not too dark for you all. So this week's Tracy's Sunday Challenge, which is on until Sunday, you can still join in, you've got plenty of time. It was a sketch challenge. And for my card, I actually created a center step card. So you could have seen the video already. There is the video here on YouTube, so you can check that out. It actually is a super easy card. It looks a little bit complicated, but it's really not. And I've actually got my sample because I've got my die cut or my fussy cut piece upside, not upside down. The one I created last Sunday is glued down upside down, but I don't think it really matters. But this is using the Dainty Flowers DSP, which was a free celebration item. Love that paper. It was so pretty and it was good to use up a fair bit of it. I've still got some left over, but you know, you've got to hang on to a little bit as well, don't you? I don't know. As a crafter, I've got to, I feel that if I use it all up, I might need it for something else. And I'm sure you're all the same. So yeah, this is a center step card. You can create a card using the sketch, which is pretty much 2 strips on either side and then an oval in the middle, but you can change it up. Now the ladies have done a really great job this week in creating some wonderful cards. So if you'd like to see what they've created, head over to my Facebook page and there is a post with the sketch graphic. And then in the comments section is where all the cards are. So go and check those out. Leave them a comment. Let them know how much you love their cards. And I love that they've all changed it up to be so different. Some have gone sideways. Some are not even using the oval. Like, they've just done a really good job. So please go over and let the ladies know how good you like, how much you like their cards. All right, so there we have it. And it's also the Global Monthly Video Hop, Blog Hop or Video Hop this month. So this went live actually this morning because I forgot to do it yesterday. Yeah, anyways, this is a triple panel easel card. It is so easy. It looks super complicated. It's 5 by 7 inches, so it's really quite a big card. I could have made it to be a little bit smaller, but I thought this needed to be, you know, something a little, or very, very special. So that's what I've gone with. It's using the Ready to Ride suite, and the Global Monthly Video Hop for this month's theme was masculine. So hence this card. I love it. It's using the metal plate embossing folder. We have the dies, the stamp set, the DSP. So pretty, and then where you write is actually on the back. So I do need to create an envelope for this because it's obviously 5 by 7. It's a little bit too big for a normal envelope, but this is really such a great card, and I get stumped with masculine cards, so I was really happy with how that one turned out. So that's my creations for this week, besides tonight's. But both of those cards have videos as well as blogs with all the information, so you can check those out both here on YouTube and over on my blog. All right, so the 1st of March started our online exclusives. This is going to be an ongoing promotion that Stamping Up are going to have, and it's every few months. So it's new items as well as some older items, and this is the flyer that Stamping Up have provided, but there is so many new products in this exclusive promotion, and you can check them out by going over to my online store and look at the online exclusives there. There's new stamp sets and bundles, and there's new kits from the kit collection. Lots and lots of on offer there. I do have, or will actually purchase today a few different things, so I'll do an unboxing once they come in. But what I was really excited with was these basic 3D embossing folders, 3 different designs, and you can never have too many embossing folders, I think. And the other thing is these gorgeous embellishments. These are in 3 of the colours, and I'm just trying to think what the colours are. Pretty Peacock, Flirty Flamingo, and I have no idea what that 3rd one is because it's not written there. Anyway, I'll let you know once I get them in when I do an unboxing. But that is available from now. Actually, if I bring this up, you might be able to scan this if you're watching later on. You'll probably be able to scan this code and see exactly what's available as well. Glenda says, if you're a crafter, you're a hoarder. Absolutely. I agree. You should see how much DSP I have, and ribbon, and stamps. Crazy. Does my clock on the wall have a flat battery? Yes, it does, Glenda. And you know what? I was too lazy to change it when we went to daylight saving. So I just left it. Well, it's run out of battery. So I'll wait until daylight saving finishes, and then I'll go and change the battery and change the time. It's a laziness thing because it's got a mirror all the way around. So once you do what you need to do, you've got to clean it completely. Otherwise, you leave fingerprints everywhere, and it's a mess. And it's just one of those things that, yeah, I'll get to it, but I'll wait until daylight saving finishes. All right. Oh, hi Jeanette, how are you? No, that's all right. We're still going. We haven't started really yet. I still have the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. This is the Regency Park. It's available on my blog. It's an instant download, so you get a full download of the PDF. There are 12 really beautiful projects in that, and this is my card here. I did make it a couple of weeks ago, so you can see that video here on YouTube. But this, you know, if you want the whole bundle, you can get it over on my blog. If you're an INKY stamper, so one of my team members, you get this for free. And anyone who purchases using the host code for the month will receive this one up until I get the new one. So if you've already purchased last month and you've got this one already, I'll wait until March has come out and I'll send that to you. But this is a great idea to get some really wonderful inspiration and different card makes as well. So that is there. And last but not least, I want to quickly talk to you about the Creative Vault. So this is Wendy Cranford's brainchild. She has created this. It is really, really amazing. Now, there are multiple people that are taking part and putting new projects and new classes up. So there is Kelly Taylor, who is a colour specialist with Copic. So she does different projects using and teaching colouring. Katina Martinez, she does scrapbooking, and she does a scrapbooking class each month. And then I'm doing 3D class each month as well. Wendy's doing a class, Wendy Cranford is doing a class, and then she also has an extra bonus where she chats with her sister. So if you follow Wendy on her YouTube channel and you get to meet sister, she pops in every now and again. She's a hoot. So they craft and chat and have a really great time. All of Wendy's classes are actually loaded there as well as her paper party. So there's lots and lots of content. There's new stuff being added every month, and it just gets continually added. So the special is, if you sign up, and there is a code down here or a link down here, it's also linked in my description of my channel here. Click on that, use the coupon code VAULT, you'll get your half price for your first month. So which is a really great deal. There is lots and lots of content there. So for March, my class is from the Journey Suite. It's from the Enjoy the Journey Suite. So I've got 3 wonderful projects that are 3D, and you will love them. They are really, really great. Alrighty, so that was all I had to tell you. Let me show you the card, which is our customer appreciation card for March. It's using the Sweet Citrus stamp set and bundle. And I've also got this gorgeous DSP here. This is specialty paper. It's called Like an Animal. Yeah, Like an Animal. Specialty paper, gorgeous. Lots of metallics. Just want to quickly show you. It's double-sided, but one side is the specialty and the other side has just the plain patterns, the animal patterns. So let me show you. Gold and silver. Oh, and that's really bad. Sorry, guys. And then on the other side, we have the animal print. So really beautiful paper. That is in the mini catalogue right now. I have my card kit all right to go. But we're using the Sweet Citrus bundle. The bundle you can also get with the embossing folder, which I highly recommend. It's a really great one. We're not using it today on the card, but it pays to actually have the whole lot. I'm using this Simply Elegant trim. I really hope that this is going to be in our annual catalogue again. I have used this so much and it's my all-time favourite twine, so that's always good to have in your stash. Our colours are Pumpkin Pie, Flirty Flamingo and Granny Apple Green, and we're using the Versamark ink for our embossing and white embossing powder. Alrighty, so we're starting off with a piece of thick basic white card. It is scored in the middle. Now you can find all the measurements for this card over on my blog, so that blog post is linked in your description, so go and check that out. We have a piece of Flirty Flamingo cardstock, a piece of Like an Animal Designer Series paper, and then I have another piece of basic white thick for our stamping. So we're going to start off with our stamping. What's really great with this this stamp set is the images are all attached together, so it makes it really easy to stamp all of them. Now I will say, because you might not use every single image, what you'll end up with probably is like what I've done, is I have extras. Now I just pop them in my stamp case and use them when I need to. You know, you can come in here and I've got a few extras that I can use, and I'll add some extras today as well. Alright, so we're going to do our quick stamping first. I'm going to stamp my inside layer. This is going to be a grapefruit, so I've gone with Flirty Flamingo and Pumpkin Pie. I don't eat grapefruits, but I did have a look on Google Images, and this is the sort of look that I saw. So that's what we're going to go with. Just want to make sure that I get all my images there. So I'm just going to stamp that down. Do you guys have the Sweet Citrus bundle? So we have that nice and dark. I'm going to come in with the Pumpkin Pie. I love any stamp that's got fruit on it. It's actually, I think I've got everything that Stampin' Up! Have ever brought out with fruit. So I'm going to be able to line these up. I'm not quite over it, so it might not be perfect. Sometimes you just got to cross your fingers when you're leaning over your desk. Deborah doesn't have it. Oh, it looks good. Okay. I'm also going to bring out my Granny Apple Green. We're going to stamp a few of those leaves. Now in that stamp set, the leaves are actually one stamp, which makes it easy. We're going to actually stamp out 3 of these. Ooh. And I think I might have used Parakeet Party. Now that I look at that, I know it'll lighten a little bit, but I don't think it'll lighten that much. So in my product list, I've actually popped Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to change it out and have Parakeet Party, but both would work. It's not going to matter too much, but I want it to be a little bit lighter than that. So I'm just going to clean it with my Stampin' Scrub. And then we'll stamp with the Parakeet Party instead. Yeah, much better. So we have 3 of those. All right. All our pieces are stamped. I will come back in and emboss our sentiment. our sentiment in just a minute, but we'll die cut them first. So, got my cut and emboss machine. Look at the colours on that. That is amazing. Pumpkin pie is a colour that I usually only use at Halloween time. It's not one that I use very often. But when you've got a citrus bundle, it's perfect. So we can line these up. And then there are 2 of these dies, the leaf dies. So we'll just have to come back through and die cut one more. But it won't be too hard. Hopefully got them all lined up. Run this one through. Jeanette doesn't have it either. No. That's okay. There's always so much in the catalogue. We can't own everything, can we? And our last double leaf. You know what? I've stamped that one there, so let's die cut this one as well, and I can stick it in my stamp case and use it for a card. Can get rid of our cut and emboss machine. Now we'll be right to do our heat embossing. I'm using white embossing powder for that. And I'm also going to need that orange. Oh, looks like an orange. We'll go with that. The little grapefruit maybe. Because we're going to heat emboss and I've not long inked it up, I'm just going to add my embossing powder over the top. The stamp is Thanks a Bunch, so we're just going to ink that up with the Versamark ink and pop him down. And then I have my white powder here. I'm going to be very careful not to put my fingers in that stamped image. Using my tweezers. Marion says she doesn't need to buy because we all share. Yeah. So good that we can share. Easy when you live next door to someone who's into Stampin' Up as well. Okay. So I do have a little bit there that I don't want there. I'm just going to get rid of that. Perfect. Pop my lid back on and then I'm going to grab my heat tool. What's everyone else up to this weekend? Are you doing anything exciting or having a nice quiet weekend? I was hoping for some beautiful autumn weather, and I think we're going to have a little bit of it. But yeah, I think 33 when we're at the air show. It's going to be a little warm walking around, I think. Okay. So we have that sentiment. And lastly, before we pop everything together, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a blending brush. and I'm using the Flirty Flamingo ink just to add a little bit of colour down onto the DSP. So this has a real shiny specialty paper, so it's going to add the ink fairly nicely. I want to make sure that I'm nice and light, and I'm focusing in the middle and just sort of bringing it out a little bit as well. I want to be able to see it when the grapefruits are down, but not be covering the whole page, if that makes sense. So I'm going to just build a little bit more colour in. Like so. And I think that might give us a nice look. Yeah, I think that's good. That'll be fine. Marion says, depends on weather and noise. Yes, big party at the hall next door for Marion, so hopefully they're not super loud. Although I think it's going to be. I can bring my card back in. We're going to add our Flirty Flamingo strip down our DSP. So I'm just going to add a little bit of liquid glue down the side. This one must be almost empty because it keeps leaking out on me. I want to make sure that it's nice and even on both sides. Just giving us a little bit of a glimpse of the colour in the background. Like so. We're going to add more liquid glue down. It's a really simple card, but really pretty as well. This is a little bit over the edge, just as you can see. I'm just going to bring my scissors in and cut off any excess. It's always better that there's a little bit more than not enough. You can't really add DSP down after you've added it down. There we have it. Now I just want to get my position of my fruit. And with my leaves, I'm just going to grab my mini glue dots and add one to each leaf. We're going to place them underneath our grapefruit. Like so. So I'm going to do that first before adding the grapefruit down, just to get a good placement. It's attached to the fruit, so it's going to be easy to lift up and move. There we go. All right. We can start adding our adhesive. Now we're not popping any of these ones up. We're going to pop the sentiment piece up with some dimensionals. But everything else is just sort of getting glued down with liquid glue. I'm going to add some tear and tape to the back of our sentiment piece. I'm going to use the twine, that silver twine, to create a nice big loop behind the back. Oh, Jeanette's going to Melbourne to see her daughter. That's awesome. Going down for the whole weekend, Jeanette? That'd be lovely. So I want to create well, I'm going to call it a faux bow because it's not really a bow. So I've just looped it around and around. We can cut off our edge. And then I'll just place this underneath there. I'm also going to add just another piece of the tear and tape over the top to secure that down. We don't want that to come out at all. Like so. Now if you guys have any questions, please add them to the comments now, because once we've finished the card, I'll check to see if you have any questions or if you have anything that you would like to say, or yeah, any of that. Now's the time to quickly write them down. There is a slight delay. It feels like a long delay when I'm watching my laptop. So, you know, I don't want you to ask questions and I've already left. So if you do have any questions, I would love to help you. So we're just popping that one down. Look at that. So nice. And then we just need our embellishments now to create a little bling in the background. And for those, I have used the opal rounds, which are super pretty. They work really well with this DSP as well. Oh, you're going for 3 days. Nice. And you're hoping to go to IKEA at Springvale. We were there only a couple of weekends ago. I don't know. Maybe it was last weekend. Don't know, we've been pretty busy, so it wasn't that long ago that we were there. It's certainly picked up pace again now. So we're just going to add 3 of these opal rounds. And I'm actually going to use all 3 large ones. And one more. Are you hoping to get anything, Jeanette? Are you on the lookout for something? We did get our couch. So it must have been 2 weeks ago, because we got our couch last weekend and we purchased it the week before. There we have it. So 3 opal rounds on there. I haven't done anything on the inside, so I might stamp the inside with the sentiment, but let me see what I've got in here. I could maybe use, no, maybe have to stamp another. Another grapefruit. And I'll get one in there, so let's do that. I shouldn't let them not have anything on the inside. So I'm actually going to stamp it with the Flirty Flamingo this time, just because I don't want it to be too bright. So just inking up that one. Let's see if I can just get that on my card here. Great. Okay, so we have that. Let's do the sentiment. And I'll do the sentiment in the pumpkin pie. I think that'll be fine. So thanks a bunch. Oh, you're getting a cabinet. Put your stamps and papers and all your new craft space. Well, that is super exciting. I hope you find time to be able to go there and do that. Yeah, because you've gone from was it your lounge room or your dining room? And then you've gone into your own room. That's so fun. Do you find you're getting more crafting done now? I think it's so much easier if you can get some crafting done and then just shut your door. If you've got to clean up and pack things away, I don't know, for me, I don't really like that. Nope. Okay, I'm going to get another piece of basic white thick card. We're going to stamp one of these instead. Okay, so another piece. We'll stamp the inside, and this will give us some extras as well, so that'll be fine. Stamp that one down. I love the Flirty Flamingo with that inside piece. Let's grab pumpkin pie. Our corner of the lounge room. Oh, your office. Awesome. Well, if it's an office, it means you have to go there every day and do work. All right. Nice. Okay, so I was just going to quickly fussy cut those out, but because I've got all of them there, I'm going to run this one through my my cut and emboss machine again really quickly. I'm going to make it easy by trimming it down a little bit. So bear with me for a sec. I'll just do it over here because it's easier than lugging it over to the camera. And this will look so good inside the card. Except I keep moving the die. Okay, there we go. Now we just have to choose what we want to pop inside. I think we're going to go with this one. I like that one. All right. I need my liquid glue. I'm almost done. So we can pop that down. Looks great. There we have it. So customer appreciation card for March. Anyone places an order using the host code will get this card as well as the bundle tutorial for March, which hopefully I will have it in time for next week to show you. And that's what I'll be crafting with, is the bundle tutorial, my card in the bundle tutorial. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's card. If you have, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up, if you hit subscribe, and if you're in need of any of the supplies I'm using on today's card, if you purchase them in my online store, I would be really, really grateful. It will help me to bring more cards and videos to you. All right, everyone, enjoy your weekend. I will be sure to place a couple of photos on my social media so you can see the Avalon Air Show in full force. And if you're lucky to be there, enjoy. Okay, everyone, have a lovely night. Bye-bye. Thanks, everyone. So appreciative of you being here. Bye-bye.